at Gradeup. A very, very warm and a hearty welcome from the entire team at Gradeup. I trust that you guys are keeping yourself all healthy. You guys are doing all good in your life as well as your preparation for this entrance examination that is scheduled to happen on the 22nd of August is going in full rage. A very, very warm and a hearty welcome from the entire team at Gradeup. A very, very warm welcome to all of you and a very, very good afternoon to all of you. So friends, today we are going to discuss in this revision class a very, very important topic, that is the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. Today we are going to look into a very, very important and a very, very controversial, debatable act that was passed by the Union Parliament in the year 2019. Now, before we start with this session, I will tell you what is citizenship and how has citizenship been a much important focus in our democracy. Now, what has happened over the years? Is simply this, that under our constitution, there are various ways in which a person can get citizenship of our country. There are various ways. Now, one of the most important thing that has happened in India, in the subcontinent, is this, that since we have neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, where a lot of people from these countries have come to India illegally. Now, generally the law across the world insofar as citizenship is concerned, the law is this, that a person can enter some other country with a valid document. Now, suppose a person enters into some other country without a valid document, then he or she becomes an illegal immigrant, illegal migrant, or an illegal immigrant. Now, please try to understand this fact that a lot of people after the Bangladesh war in 1971 entered into India. Most of them fled Bangladesh because of religious persecution. And in view of that, in India, we see a lot of people from Bangladesh who have entered India illegally. Now, to curb this problem of population explosion, now these people who have entered India from Bangladesh came to India for better prospects in their lives, for better economic prospects, to have a healthy family. This is why they entered India. Now, the fact is this, to curb the problem or the maniacs of population explosion, the government of India in the year 2019 came up with a Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 which would amend the Citizenship Act of 1955. Now, as I have already told you that the Constitution of India provides for citizenship for its people, and there is a provision of single citizenship in India. Now, the Constitution of India also empowers the Indian Parliament. The Constitution of India also empowers the Indian Parliament to make laws insofar as citizenship is concerned. Very, very important. The power to make laws insofar as citizenship is concerned is vested with the Union Parliament. And because of this power that is vested with the Union Parliament, in the year 1955, the Parliament made a the Citizenship Act of 1955. Please try to understand this. Because of the power that is vested upon the Indian Parliament to make laws with regards to citizenship, the Union Parliament in the year 1955 enacted the Citizenship Act. The Citizenship Act provides how a person will be granted citizenship. Very, very important. So this is all what the Constitution empowers or talks about the Indian citizenship. Now, in the year 2019, just before the news of coronavirus came into being, there was a lot of protest across India, from Shine Bagh to Bangalore, from Jammu and Kashmir to Assam to Bombay or Mumbai, where there were a lot of protests insofar as this Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 is concerned. Now, what does this Amendment Act do? It amends the erstwhile Citizenship Act of 1955, whereby it provides citizenship. The Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 provides citizenship to all those people who are illegal migrants belonging to some religion like Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhist, Jains, Parsis, and Christian. So people who belong to Hindu, who are Sikhs, who are Buddhist, who are Jains, who are Parsis, and who are Christians, who have entered India from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan on or before 31st of December 2014 will get Indian citizenship without any valid document. That is what the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 says. The Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 simply says that people, illegal migrants from Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis, and Christian who have entered India from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan on or before 31st of December 2019 will get Indian citizenship, even if they do not have any valid documents. Have I made myself clear? Now, this law bars Muslim immigrants. Muslim immigrants from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan, if they have entered, they will not be getting Indian citizenship. But non-Muslim immigrants will get Indian citizenship. They will get a right to become a citizen of this country. Now, why have we chosen? Why the government says that it has chosen these three particular nations, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, because these three countries are a theocratic country where there is a state religion. And there has been a lot of reports across from international human rights bodies and across the world saying that non-Muslims have been faced with various kinds of religious persecution. Non-Muslim minorities in those countries, in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, that is Hindus, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and Parsis, have faced various kinds of religious persecution in those three particular countries. And that is one of the reasons why the government of India today has said, these days are saying that is one of the reasons they have amended the Citizenship Act of 1955 by virtue of the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. So the Citizenship Amendment Act does not take away someone's citizenship. In a way, it grants citizenship to those minorities in Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh who has arrived India on or before 31st December 2014. That means, it simply means that people who belonged to Hindus, Christian, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains and Parsis from Pakistan, Afghanistan and Bangladesh and has arrived on or before 31st December 2014 will get a chance to become a citizen of this country even if they do not have any documents. Because generally the law is this, that if a person is an illegal immigrant, is an illegal migrant, he should be thrown out of the country. Generally, the law is this. If a person has entered into some other country illegally, he will be deported. So these people who are Hindus, Christians, Sikh, Buddhists, Jains and Parsis coming from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh on or before 31st December 2014 will not be deported and will be granted Indian citizenship. Very, very important for all of you to know. Now, what are those areas in India where this Citizenship Amendment Act is not applicable? This Citizenship Amendment Act is not applicable. This Citizenship Act is not applicable to places like the tribal areas of Tripura, Mizoram, Assam and Meghalaya. Those states which come under the 6th schedule of the Indian Constitution. So those areas of Tripura, Mizoram, Assam and Meghalaya which comes under the 6th schedule will not be coming under the ambit of the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2018. The areas which fall under the inner limit as notified under the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation of 1873 will not also come within the ambit of the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. That means the entire state of Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram and Nagaland will stay excluded from the application of the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. Very, very important. So the areas which have been excluded out of the ambit of the Citizenship Amendment Act are up there on your screen. Okay. Now, here let's understand the law. Now, the law says that, especially the Constitution of India, the Preamble of the Constitution of India simply says that India is a secular country. India is a secular country where there is no state religion. There is no state religion. Now, if you have a law which discriminates a person on the basis of his religion, that law is illegal. Here, migrants coming from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who are Muslims are treated differently and who are non-Muslims are treated differently. Please try to understand this. The preamble of the Constitution says that India is a secular country. India does not have a state religion. India does not have a state religion. Now, if India does not have a state religion, how can India discriminate a person on the basis of his religion? Today, an illegal migrant is discriminated on the basis of his religion, whether he follows Muslim religion or he follows non-Muslim religion. Am I clear? Secondly, there is also Article 14 right that talks about right to equality. Every person should be treated equally. No person should be discriminated. No person should be discriminated. Now, insofar as the preamble is concerned, let's see what the opponents of this act says. The opposition says that this law is based on exclusionary principle. It excludes the Muslim people. It excludes the Muslim migrants. And hence, it violates the secular principle as enshrined under the Indian Constitution. The fact that Muslims are not allowed to become Indian citizen, whereas a non-Muslim can become an Indian citizen, it is an exclusionary principle. And that is why it violates the secular principle given under the Indian Constitution. Insofar as Article 14 writes, every person should be treated equally. There should not be any discrimination on the basis of religion. Now here, migrants are divided into whether a person is a Muslim migrant or whether a person is a non-Muslim migrant. Here, the law discriminates. How? Today, a migrant who is coming from Bangladesh or Pakistan or Afghanistan is discriminated on the basis of his religion. He is divided. Today, the migrant population, the illegal migrant population is divided into two categories, Muslim migrants and non-Muslim migrants. And the critic says this is contrary to India's secular ethos or the secular principle enshrined under the Indian Constitution. Okay? This is what the critics of this 2019 Amendment Act says. The opposition, furthermore, the opposition of this act also says that if the government was really or genuinely aiming to protect the minorities, then they should have included the Muslim religious minorities in those countries. For example, the Ahmadiyyas in Pakistan, the Rohingyas in Myanmar, and the Hindu Sri Lankan Tamils, who have also faced religious persecution in their own countries. Very, very important. So the opposition of this act, people who are protesting against the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019, criticize the government, saying that if the government is really or genuinely aiming to protect the rights of the minorities, then the Muslim religious minorities who have also faced religious persecution in their own country should also be given a chance to become citizen of India, especially the Ahmadiyyas in Pakistan. The Ahmadiyyas in Pakistan have also faced religious persecution. The Rohingyas in Myanmar has also faced religious persecution. The Hindu Tamils in Sri Lanka have also faced religious persecution. Have I made myself clear, friends? Now the question is whether this law, whether the Citizenship Amendment Act is legal or is it illegal? Whether the Citizenship Amendment Act is legal or whether the Citizenship Amendment Act is illegal? The answer to this question is a question mark in itself, because there has been a number of petitions. There has been a number of petitions that has been filed in the Supreme Court of India and across various courts like the high courts in various parts of the country, challenging the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. Number of petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court and across the India in various high courts challenging the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019. And till date, the petitions have not been decided by the Supreme Court. The challenge to the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019 is still pending before the Supreme Court. So if you ask me whether the Citizenship Amendment Act is legal or illegal, it is up to the Supreme Court to decide. As on when the Supreme Court decides, whether the law is legal or illegal, I will be in a better position to tell you whether the law is legal or illegal. Am I clear? Okay. So today we have seen in a very short period of time that what is the Citizenship Amendment Act. Now these videos, these revision classes will be short classes where we will try to revise the most important things that have happened in the year 2019 and which is very highly probable in your CLAT entrance examination. Okay, in these classes we plan to provide you some revision of the classes that we have already conducted in our Gradeup channel. Okay, these are not too lengthy classes, these will be short classes. Okay, so do like the session and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like the session and do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you do not miss on any notification for all our new videos. With this, we come to the end of today's class. With this, we come to the end of today's class, wherein we did discuss about the Citizenship Amendment Act of 2019, whereby minorities of Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan who belong to Hindus, Christian, Sikh, Parsis, Jains and Buddhist who have entered India on or before 31st of December 2014 will get a chance to become a citizen of this country even if they do not have relevant documents. They will not be deported. They will be granted Indian citizenship. That is what the law of the Citizenship Amendment Act says. But the opposition, various protesters says that this law is violative of the secular fabric of the country. This law is violative of the secular fabric of the country. It discriminates a person. Violative of Article 14, because illegal migrants are being today divided between Muslim migrants and non-Muslim migrants. It is right now up to the Supreme Court to decide whether this law is right or whether this law is wrong. Right now, I cannot say whether the law is constitutional or whether the law is unconstitutional. Thank you very much. Hope you understood this Citizenship Amendment Act, which had drawn a lot of criticism not only in India but also across the world. Petitions are still pending in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will decide by a constitution bench judgment very soon whether the law is legal or illegal. Thank you very much. Do like the session if you have liked it. Do share this video with your friends who are also preparing for CLAT and other law entrance examination. And definitely do not forget to press the bell icon so that you do not miss on any notification. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. God bless you.